Hey guys, welcome back to my tutorials. If you remember in my last video, I showed you guys how we could change the font size and the font color using the style attribute in HTML. So using the font size styling tag with a colon afterwards with the following size, and then also how we can change the color. Remember, it's using the American spelling and then typing in the color we want. Now in this tutorial I'm going to be showing you how effectively we're going to merge them together. So I'm going to make 3 more paragraphs. One of them is going to say this is the biggest red paragraph, the next one's going to be this is the medium blue paragraph, and the final one's going to be this is the smallest green paragraph. What I've done here is I've created 3 paragraphs, so when I save this it's going to make 3 just simple paragraphs. One's going to say this is the biggest paragraph, this is medium blue paragraph, and this is the smallest green paragraph. Now if you remember over here, I made my initial font size equal to 60. Okay, so as you can see here, one of them is going to be font size 60, the next one's going to be 30, and the final one's going to be 15. Now if I want to add in colors onto this paragraph, I can also do that. So what I'm going to do is simply put a semicolon after the font size and after the value of the font size, and then I'm going to say color, colon, and then red. What this does is I'm saying I'm separating the two but including both. So I'm having the font size included as well as the color, all within the paragraph style that I've wanted. And it's all separated by one semicolon. So now I can have, if I wanted to have the font family, I could then also include the font family by having another semicolon. If I wanted to do other things, then I could just separate it using a semicolon. So I'm going to go ahead and do this same procedure for the blue and green paragraphs. Now that that's done, I've just quickly commented out the work that we started up before, and I'm also just going to quickly comment out this bit as well. There we go. So now we are only focusing on this 3 paragraphs, and as you can see, I've made my style attribute for my paragraph, and it's going to be the font size is going to be 60, and my color is going to be red. My font size is going to be 30, my color is going to be blue, and my font size is going to be 15, and the color is going to be green. Now, this is not just purely for paragraphs. I can have this for all my lists, for my ordered list, for my unordered list. Maybe I can even do it for my entire body of text if I wanted. So my entire body of text, if I wanted, could be blue, it could be green, it could be in size 150 if I wanted it to be. Okay, so the style attribute just goes after the initial tag. Okay, so if I go ahead and save this, and now open up my hello.html, as you can see here it says this is the biggest red paragraph, and then this is the medium blue paragraph, and then this is the smallest green paragraph. What you'll see on a lot of websites is that the colors will not just be green, red, and blue. There are several colors that are inbuilt into your system, and there are several colors which are not inbuilt into your system. For example, violet is, whereas I don't know if indigo is. So let's say I wanted to have the color of indigo, or let's say I wanted to have a light blue, turquoise, blue, green kind of color, and the specific shade I'm looking for is not actually available. What HTML allows us to do is we're allowed to, instead of just having straight colors, we can use the hexadecimal color system, which is a 6-digit code which codes for a particular color, which is used using a hashtag symbol. So over here I've got the color of red. Let's say I wanted it a bit more, well, let's just say different other than red. So I've gone to this website here, www.w3schools.com/tags/ref_colorpicker.asp, and over here I can pick any color in the entire color scheme that I want. So over here I've got red. I can pick from any shade of red that I'd like. You know, if I wanted a slightly darker red, maybe a slightly more orangey red, or slightly pinkish red, who knows? I mean, I can pick anything I'd like. For the purposes of this, I'm going to have okay, not brown, but one sec. Okay, a bit more maroon. Okay, like that. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to see the code that's given below, which is hashtag B80000, and copy that. into my HTML document where the color should be. So I'm going to remove red, and I'm going to input color being hashtag DB B8000 and save this, and now open this up. And as you can see here, as opposed to it being a nice bright red, I've now got a darker red, or a more maroon color. Similarly, I can do this for my different shades of blue. So if I go into my color picker, I can go onto my blue colors, and let's say I took very dark blue. I can copy this, put this directly in and replace blue. Oops, yeah, and directly replace blue. And finally, I can do the same thing for green. So green is over here, so let's say I wanted that kind of mossy green. And as opposed to just having, you know, the standard blue, green and red, I can now pick from any color from here. So it doesn't just have to be blue, red and green. It can be yellow, it can be light blue, it can be purple, it can be pink, it can be lime green, it can be anything I'd like. Okay? So if I go ahead and save this and now open up my hello.html document, I've now got three completely different colors. One is maroon, one is like a more dark navy blue, and the other one's kind of like a mossy green kind of color. So what I've done overall is I've changed the font size and I've included the colors together, all separated simply by a semicolon, and then I can also use any shade of color that I'd like to choose. I'm not restricted to a certain few colors. So that's all for this tutorial. If you have any other questions, then as normal, leave a message down below or leave me a message from my website. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next tutorial.